Welcome everybody to Let's Get Dumb, the podcast where we celebrate. See, fuck all you guys for laughing at me.
That was good.
That was good. Welcome everybody to Let's Get Dumb, the podcast where we celebrate how dumb we all are and make fun of it. I guess that's a good way to say that. I'm Jonah Jurkens. I'm one of your hosts, and I'm with one of my favorite people in the world, my co-host, Joe Fernandez. Joe Kilgallon.
Was it on purpose or an accident?
No, it wasn't, but it was on purpose.
Yes, I am comedian Joe Kilgallon, the co-host of Let's Get Dumb. Some of you have probably been listening for a while now. This is episode 9 after all. You're thinking, wait a minute, isn't it Joe who normally leads the way? Well, I wanted to switch it up a little bit, you know, because Joe and I felt like for a while, I was like, no, I like being a sidekick. And I'm like, well, that's not what this is supposed to be. We're supposed to be like equal, obviously. And now I know why we don't have you do that, because you fucked up my name.
Well, I'm more nervous I'm going to get our guest name wrong.
Well, how could you? Well, I'm going to bring the guest in, of course, but you could bring the guest in, actually.
Ali Drapos is here. Drapos or Drapos?
Drapos.
Drapos?
Maybe ask that before we start
the podcast. I'm so nervous with I'm so done with people's names.
I know, it's like super ethnic. It's just Drapos.
Drapos.
That is an Armenian name?
It's Greek.
I thought Greek, but I know you're Armenian as well.
Yeah, my mom's name is Kirkorian. It's the A-I or I-A-N.
That is very, because I knew a comedian named Eric Dodorian.
And he's Armenian.
And then I have a friend named Brandon Balian. But I didn't think that was, but he was.
He might be, yeah.
No, he is. Yeah. His sister was hot.
My mom married.
Listening to this.
My mom married into a Cecinus, and that rhymes with Pepinas. That was fun.
That's a fun one. I like that, dude.
How am I going to talk?
Well, Ali Drapos is on the podcast. We are thrilled to have you. Ali does some of my favorite TikToks. She's real silly, fun. Here's the thing. I think of you as, what I love about your stand-up is it's always, there's like elements where you're like, why are you laughing right? There's elements of it where you're just
I'm laughing because Ali knows that the camera's on her right now.
You're like silly as shit up there. And I love that, but it's not like dumb material or anything like that. It's a lot of really fucking awesome material, but you just, I don't know, you just create like a really silly, fun atmosphere, which is why I wanted to lead off with this dumbass question.
Thank you, Joe.
Is there, because I came across this earlier today, is there a cartoon character that you find that you're sexually attracted to?
Yes, but it's not in a traditional sense where I'm just like, oh, I'm attracted to them. It's in the way where I want to punish them because they're so annoying. Oh. And I think they're so annoying that it's like sexual how bad I want to punish them.
Like, how would you want to punish this? Yeah, no, I got it.
Does.
Yeah, no, I figured it out.
Doug from the show Doug is super annoying.
Wait, what character was Doug?
And bleep that out. I said the F word.
You can say fuck all you want.
Doug. Nickelodeon's Doug.
What character was that?
He's the main character, Jonah.
The main
dude. I'm fucking with both of you.
Yeah, no shit, but like, okay. That
was good.
That was a good one. All right. Proceed.
He's kind of like the adult Caillou. I feel like it's if Caillou grew up.
Who's Caillou? This is a real question. What is Caillou?
Caillou, you can go into it. Dad.
I don't know.
Caillou is a bald character that may or may not have cancer. That's what people aren't sure. Because at first everyone was like a lot of parents across the world were like, fuck Caillou because it's a bad show. Cancer? And now people are like, I think it's implied that he has cancer. So now everyone feels bad for shitting on him.
But he's an asshole?
He speaks very slowly too, and he's kind of an asshole. So I remember my dad was just like, I think this Caillou's just dumb.
This kind of sounds like slowly. When I just like say like, sorry, I have anxiety after I've been like a horrible bitch to someone. Like
right?
The creators of this cartoon were just like, actually, he has cancer.
It is a good way to flip things around.
It's a cartoon.
I do love it when people take something and be like, oh, sorry, I was a complete piece of shit to you, but I had to repeat the 3rd grade. So like, you know, like whatever excuse they use where it's like, that's not an excuse.
Yeah. I like the idea of being like, I'm sorry that I cheated on you. I have anxiety. And then have to be like, oh, yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Like,
did that happen to you for real?
No, it sounds like that's what you're doing. No?
He hates women.
I think he hates women.
He seriously hates women. Like, why would he go to that?
Guys, you're whispering on right here.
It's amazing that's where he went to. Hey, Jonah Jeff Jurkens, Triple J.
Thanks for giving my whole name away. What's my address? Jesus Christ.
You've said your middle name on the podcast before.
Probably.
You drink too much. Really okay. So Doug from Doug, and I want to have your back on this though. Right? So you're like, you want to punish him for being such a fucking idiot that's turned sexual. Some people listening might be thinking Doug is a 12-year-old in that show.
Oops.
But you were 12 when it came out. So it's a different thing.
You're like, oopsie.
Okay, well, I'd like to play devil's advocate here and say that the question is a little perverted. Most cartoons are for children.
Well, my answer wasn't a child-like
Was it
person.
Sebastian the Crab from Little Mermaid?
No,
That
but I
still be
would.
the-
Yeah, but like you watched it as a child.
Yeah, so you
Right.
see it through. That's why I stuck up for her. I said you were probably 12 when the show Doug was running.
Right. Okay,
So
to me
it's
the question's creepier.
It's
If you're
like when
what,
guys-
what cartoon are you attracted to now? Like that's a
No,
creepier
I was going to say
question.
Marge Simpson. I would give it to Marge Simpson.
Simpson?
Yeah, there used to be these
I
nudie
get
photos
that.
of the Simpsons going around back in like the late 90s, early 2000s
Yeah.
when printers first became available in households across America. People would find these, they'd email each other nude
When
photos
did you
of the
get your
Simpsons.
first printer? Early 2000s?
No, I said late 90s, early 2000s.
Late 90s? You have like a laser printer? Early?
I don't know, man. I don't
90s?
know when I got a printer. I was one of the
Son
first
of a
people on the
poor
block to get a
family.
printer.
I'm so fucking young.
I don't understand.
I know.
Jonah every now and then says something where it's like, any comeback I give you, I'm the mean person.
I know, it's
So
like
like, all right, poor family.
Just
I'm
kiss
sorry,
already.
Joe.
All right, you know what,
Just
dude?
kiss.
Joe, I'm
You know
sorry.
what
I
I
have,
could say? All right.
I have anxiety. I'm sorry.
That's totally all right. So there
What's your
was
answer?
the Marge Simpson. There was these
Oh, right.
photos of like she's on top of Homer, and she got some blue pubes.
like,
and I'm not a big pubes guy, but the way it was, yeah, that's good, Marge.
What's her dirty talk sound like?
That's how she moans. What's Marge Simpson when she orgasms?
So it's just
Real
quick.
quick.
It's just quick.
It's a
and
lot
like,
of it's a
there.
lot of silence and then
Do you
There it
think
is. Just dissipates.
Homer Simpson makes Marge Simpson come?
no.
Do you think it goes down on her?
I
bet he does.
Tries.
I think he tries.
I think he tries.
I bet
He's
you her
mostly in the
nipples are
thigh
sensitive. She looks like
area.
her nipples are really sensitive. I think.
Wow.
I don't know. It just seems like she's like, like I like a lot of boob play.
Well, she's got
Oh,
the
do
pearls
you?
I like.
Yeah, I do.
She's got a healthy pair. She's got
Yeah.
a healthy rack. Marge, I think she got some nice boobs.
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
You don't remember Marge Simpson's tits?
No,
That's
I can't-
strange.
I know that's weird.
No, I bet Homer, because everyone would expect Homer. People look at a guy like Homer Simpson and think fat, lazy slob, probably terrible in bed. But I bet those are the people who surprise you sometimes.
No, it is.
Because super hot women.
You have stories. Tell us those.
I've got a weird.
Well, super
track
hot
record.
women aren't always
No,
good in bed.
Please don't put that in there.
Well, yeah, right.
That's
So there's a lot of
mean.
smoking hot women who are like notorious for just lying there and being terrible. So I bet like a Homer, you know what I mean, would probably be like, he'd probably give it real good.
Yeah.
How else is he able to hold on to a babe like Marge for 23 seasons?
Right.
Right?
It's fine. It's just laying there.
Out of all the Simpsons characters, which one do you think? I'm making it all sexual, and I don't want to make it sexual because it's like
you gotta finish your
lowbrow.
question.
It's
You
lowbrow.
started. Well, you started.
Out of all the Simpsons characters, which one would you want to be married to? See, it's not sexual now; it's about a life decision. It's a
love.
life partnership. Allie and Austin are just doing their own thing right now. What's going on?
Because you're missing out on a big bit right now. No,
I mean, should we call out the elephant?
wait,
in
I
the room?
can't remember.
Let's call it the elephant in
Yeah,
the room.
he's in love with me.
Yes, our producer Austin showed a clip of him falling
He's
off
in love with
stage.
me.
There it
Oh
is.
my god, I'm so sick of that.
Yeah, right.
I'm just.
Yeah,
so
I
sick
get
of
it.
hearing
You
about
fell. Okay, you
Okay,
fell.
I get it. You're famous now because you
No,
fell.
no. You were famous.
Oh no.
You were
He's
famous.
still
So
famous.
mean.
No,
He's
he's
still
still famous.
famous.
Yeah. Yeah, because we just gave you the let's get down bumpy bump, brother. So you guys are flirting a lot. We were a little concerned
I'm not
about
participating.
that. He's
I didn't think you were
do you want to
flirting
call
back.
out somebody right now? Do you want to make a call out
No.
to our producer?
No, it's
Austin has a
harmless.
girlfriend, I
Right,
believe.
but that doesn't mean that he's not being a creepo.
Do you? Yeah, he has a
Oh,
girlfriend.
that's good.
Yeah. So
That's
stop
good for
fucking
you.
messaging our guests.
That's so
Stop fucking
good.
creeping out
Austin
our
has
guests,
a
Austin.
girlfriend. You didn't answer the question. What animated character would you be
Oh yeah,
sexually
what's your
attracted
answer?
Because you never asked me, Joe.
Hold on, can I say something?
My
to? Austin, can you say something? You're not on mic, so say it loud enough.
But I was laughing because I think it's funny that Simpsons porn. Oh my god.
Simpsons
Yeah.
porn was a thing in the late 90s, early
It's
2000s,
like
and people would
really-
print
It's
it.
huge now. Like,
Yes.
People make jokes about it, so I
I thought it was
funny.
Family Guy porn.
And by the way,
That's
Windows
it.
95 came out, and then everyone started getting printers. So mid 90s, we
Oh.
probably had a printer right away. I'm saying I remember in the late 90s because I was in grade school, 7th, 8th grade, graduated 8th grade in 1999. I know Allie was 6 at the time, but you're older than me, Jonah, so you can't say shit. When were you born? You were born in 1999? You gotta slow the fuck down, man, because you don't look good. Okay, you look bad. All right,
No,
drink
everybody
more
looks
water.
bad around that age. No,
I'm just
everyone
being a
around
piece
that
of
age
shit.
looks terrible.
I'm just being.
No,
a piece
I
of
think
shit.
I
No,
looked
Gen
older
Z
at-
looks so
how
young
old
now
are
because
you?
they're hydrated.
So
Yeah,
Austin produces
Dude, I just
23.
got
20
mad. I got
20
mad that you were born when I was
I didn't-
14.
I
So
don't
that's
think I
why
look
I
that
gave you
young.
shit. I know it's not that bad, but I was
You drink
overly
water.
mean too.
You know, can I change my answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I think Arnold's grandma.
Arnold football? Oh, Arnold's grandma you'd want?
She was batshit. You know she's good in the sack.
Oh, yeah.
Would you prefer crazy over attractiveness? Even in the real life? Like, you're
Yeah.
like, this person's fucking nuts. I bet you they're good in bed.
Yes.
Over, like, they're hot. I'll put up with it. But at least like, in public, people know that I can pull it down.
Yeah.
Really?
Personality, honestly.
Personality over everything?
I'm just a
makes
beautiful
sense on your
person,
roster.
and looks don't really matter to me.
Beautiful inside and out.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people who emphasize looks are more like they want to show other people, hey, look what I could pull down.
Yeah.
Right? But, you know, that gets old. You want someone
Yeah.
who's has a personality, someone you could fucking talk to.
Right.
You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Right.
We're calling you shallow, Jonah, is what we're
Yeah, of
doing.
course.
No, I'm kidding. You hit a fucking grand slam.
Oh,
Laura's
100%.
amazing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's for me, it's like funny first.
Like if you and Laura were to break
Yeah.
up, majority of your friends would go with Laura. We wouldn't talk to you anymore.
well, then you would get
And
free
we've
drinks
only
in the
known
bar,
her-
so I know
We've
this
only
on a
known her for
fucking
2
fact.
years. No, she's got a good job too. So
does
I
have a
think
good
she
job.
could have. She would probably purchase a few rounds here or there. I'm just
Yeah.
letting you know that.
Yeah.
All right. Who's your cartoon you'd want to finger bang?
Well, the cartoon that I like to lick her ass. Here's the problem. You did give us a little heads up on this question, and I've been racking my brain.
Why
and-
tell the fucking listeners that, you piece of shit? Why do you always do? I'm sorry, Jonah. I love you, but
Joe?
man,
Every fucking podcast they usually give a
You
a
give away
bullet
a
point ahead of
secret.
time.
Oh, okay.
Right. So, but we didn't discuss our answers. If that answer, Joe gets mad at me every podcast. Just
You
to let
guys
know.
have such a cute romance.
He's like my best friend. We hate each other.
We
It's
do.
But
insane.
you want to also kind of kiss.
Dude, can I tell you something?
Stop acting
I
like
watch
you
our
don't.
podcast and I'm like, we are about to kiss a lot. Like I just feel it. And I reached over to grab one of these. There's
Stop,
whiskey
stop
bottles
talking.
behind us.
Stop.
What?
Just be in this
Just feel it.
moment for a second.
Joe, look at
Both
me
of
for a
you.
second.
Just-
Joe, look at me.
No,
Joe,
don't
look at me for a
talking,
second.
guys. Come on.
Just look in my eyes. I love you.
I love you too.
Say it like
Keep eye contact
Jonah, I love
for
you.
30 seconds. I'm going to
You,
count to
you
30.
mean a lot to me.
There's gonna be a butt here, no butts.
But I
No,
feel like I
keep
have to
eye
communicate.
contact.
I have to communicate with you. This is very important to me.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Because we're putting in a good effort here.
Mhm.
And I used to have you on my podcast and we always had great episodes. So I'm like, oh, we're a natural fit. We should do a podcast together.
Right.
But part of me thinks you just want to do this to hang out with us and not put on a good podcast.
Right.
I want this to be
Part
good.
of me thinks that you want to do this podcast because you just want us to listen to you talk.
No, well, if that were true, why did you and our guest last week dominate the whole fucking thing?
So you don't
You
just
guys-
talk to us the whole time.
Oh, well, really? Also, by the way, maybe do a little homework, do a little Monday morning quarterback, listen to a playback one of the episodes and be like, wow, I'm Jonah Jurkens. I interrupt myself.
Uh-huh.
This one episode, you were like, hey, have I told this story before? I go, no. And you're like, all right, well, you know what? I think I might have told this. Just tell the fucking story. You know what I mean?
How about
Like,
this? Let's
I just
go.
I just blew out some people's ears by getting angry. Just now.
Just fuck.
Yeah, I know. It is insane. There is so much sexual. I feel it. He doesn't. I feel it. I was reaching over to grab like one of these bottles to kind of move it, and I was like, "Excuse my
And
reach,
your hand
Joe."
slipped into his
No,
asshole.
but last week he goes, "What are you doing next to me?" He got really like whatever because I
Yeah,
know
'cause
that
he
in
has
his heart
feelings.
he's like wanted to like kind of kiss.
Yeah.
I could feel it. You know that like when you go on a first date and then you kind of look at each other and there's that second where you're like, "We're gonna kiss."
Right.
That happens a lot between us. A lot.
I just witnessed it like 7 times.
right.
Yeah.
The world witnessed it.
It doesn't matter that I'm here in my fancy coat. You guys just keep
That is
looking
a
at each
fancy
other.
coat. Yeah.
I do like your whole get up. Allie texted me going, I'm really pooped. And I thought you said I just pooped. I'm like, why the
No,
fuck
I
is
was
she
just like,
telling
I'm
me?
really pooped. Can I come in my PJs?
Yeah, I came in your jammies. Is this what you sleep in?
I've got my Reptar.
I'm kind of shocked by that. I would have
I
thought
slept in these sweatpants, but not this.
I would have
This
thought you
was
were a
like
long
little
t-shirt
glam.
type of person. Like a long old t-shirt.
No, I get cold.
You get chilly. Do you sleep with socks on?
Cold. No, I take the socks off. I'm not a fucking
It was like the
psychotic.
socks on. It's creepy.
I like
Yeah,
the
that's weird.
Have you ever
cheetah.
dated anybody that like? What's your stance on like socks on while having sex?
Oh yeah, I have a fungus toe, so and I'm
Gross.
not always.
Does it smell bad?
I have to have one flaw, you know.
Yeah.
No, it's
That's
fine.
not
It's
a
just
flaw.
yellow.
It's a yellow. You have a yellow toe.
and I get pedicures, but if I don't, if it's like chipping, I'm gonna be
like like when you say yellow toe, like the whole toe is yellow. The whole toe. Really?
The whole toe, Jonah.
Does that hurt?
Oh no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Like, I'm asking you. I'm
no,
like
no.
concerned.
Here's the reason that I don't get rid of it. To get rid of a fungus toe, you have to take medication, which has a lot of bad side effects. And honestly,
Right.
I kind of like it. I've had it since I was a teen. It's kind of like my buddy.
Yeah, it's true.
It's just a little yellow.
Yeah. Do you put like do you
biggie.
draw like eyes and like a smiley face on it and talk to it? No.
No.
It's not that kind of.
My answer is Jessica Rabbit, by the way. That's all I could think of.
I've been dying for you to give us some. See, Jessica Rabbit's a good one. Okay,
That's so
Who
obvious.
Framed Roger.
I know,
It
it's
is
too obvious. That's what I was trying to like figure out.
You know who I like too? There's a
Boring.
kids show called Coco Melon, and the Coco Melon mom. I would
I just
I would
like-
go to Wisconsin Dells with her. You know what I'm saying?
I like the idea
I
of
get
you
it.
watching
I
this
just
with
started watching
your
that.
kids.
I get that.
Okay, okay. So if we break this down, that means that Joe's watching this with his kids, and he's like, "I fucked that thing so hard." So he's getting a couple pumps in his penis next to his kids. Is what's really happening.
My kids are playing with toys on the
what toy,
carpet.
Joe?
I'm
His
sitting on
toy.
the couch, and what are you? God,
He
you
can
make
watch.
it so weird.
He can watch. Yeah, I think it's fine.
That's a
Isn't
little-
there sexual tension between me and him? I'm trying.
Kids'
I'm
shows are
fighting back from
weird
punching this fucking
sometimes.
idiot in the
See,
face.
I stopped
Kids shows can be
watching.
weird,
I
yeah.
never watched cartoons as a kid. I never did. I never.
Oh,
like-
that explains something.
You weren't allowed to.
That adds a piece.
No,
to the
I was allowed
puzzle.
to. I just didn't. I was like, oh, this is cartoons. This is stupid. So then I would watch, I would watch like Friday the 13th instead and those movies. Why do we have so many movies? Yeah.
Do you have any firearms in this house?
I mean, not that you can see right now.
Oh my god.
But can I access it? Yeah. Sure. Why not? There's an Airbnb that is like Crystal Lake. Like, you ever seen Friday the 13th?
No, I can't watch.
Do you know what
scary
that is?
movies.
Oh, you don't like scary movies?
If it's like a group of people and we're all like, but then when I go home, I'll be like, fuck.
Do you get scared?
Yeah, I do.
What's the dumbest thing you've ever been scared at? Where you're like, I don't know why, but this is scaring me.
The Ring. I saw it when it came out in theaters. It was like, I think I was in 6th grade.
See, that's a scary movie. I'm talking about like what's something just in life that scares you, and you're like, I don't know why, but I'm scared right
Okay,
now, and it
okay.
freaks me out. Is it your yellow toe?
No,
That's your buddy. You love it.
no. One time it was just pitch dark, and I looked in the mirror and I did this. Did you hear my fucking jaw?
Yeah.
First of all,
Yeah.
You okay? Oh God.
What's
please
going
stop
on?
doing that.
I have TMJ.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
I'm stressed.
Yeah.
I'm so stressed, but even though I'm so beautiful,
And, you're an anxious
I
girl.
looked in the mirror and I just went, ooh, ooh, ooh. Then I was just being silly, and then I was like, fuck.
You scared
And
yourself?
I got scared. I was like scared for a good couple of hours after that, and then I like did it again. I was like, fuck.
Dude, I like
Yeah.
that little eye thing you did. You like a weird little silly eye thing.
I did.
This isn't good for the audio part of the podcast, but yeah, it was a cool little. There you go.
I can
You know what you
cross one
remind
of
me
my
of now?
eyes.
Tell me Allie isn't.
Adriana Lima.
I don't know who that is. That Victoria's Secret model. Yeah, I know who she is. You know who you are? You are like if Martin Short was an attractive 30-year-old woman.
Thank you. Edit that. First
really
of
mean
all,
that.
Shut up. I lie that I'm 28 constantly. You have to edit that out.
Oh, how old
How old are you?
I'm not going to tell
Let's
you.
No,
guess, let me
Allie's
guess, let me
28.
guess.
He's closer
No, it's
to
different
it.
for females in
It's
comedy.
closer
She's
to it.
gotta
It is.
fly.
You
Spin
have
like
to
this.
edit this
Spin
out.
like that.
No,
Spin like
I'm
that.
kidding.
Spin like
I'll
this.
say that one if you rape
Are you
me
trying to
if you
see if
don't.
she's got wrinkles and you determine her age? Like she's a fucking tree
Yeah,
and
no,
just
it's-
rings on her bark?
Yeah,
No.
just
or
fucking
whatever.
with her.
And
Gotcha.
I'm. I
Do you
need
get Botox?
No, I haven't yet.
You don't need to.
But
Don't.
you don't
No, I
need
do,
to.
I
But
do.
don't
don't.
when you if that happens where you're like, I think I should get it. Don't feel bad because I could give you a list of about 15 to 20 female comedians who have Botox.
Oh, I know.
What is
Yeah,
that
I'm
list?
sure you know. I'm not gonna say.
I
it on
talked to
the
one
thing.
of them about it,
Mm-hmm.
and I made her raise her eyebrows a bunch. I was like, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to move my face, but
No,
I'm still a
you
little
can't really tell.
afraid.
I don't
My-
really know what Botox is. Was it just filler in your forehead so you don't
No, it kills like it
wrinkle?
basically like
No, it
numbs and-
paralyzes the
paralyzes,
muscle.
Yeah, yeah. It's poison they put in their
It's
face.
It's kind
Basically.
of it's pretty fucking
because
crazy.
of your friggin' standards.
Right.
I don't set the
Yeah, my
standards.
girls-
You
and
and
you
you.
don't need to follow them. I always tell women if they unionize, they wouldn't need to do any of the shit that we fucking that they think we like. Like honestly, I know I overheard a woman say once, like, I don't even like waxing, but I do because it's like what you got to do. And I'm like, you could grow it crazy as fuck. Tell all your friends to grow it crazy as fuck. And guess what? We're still gonna bang you because that's what like we'll just be like, oh, bummer, but we'll still do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like women have so much
I
domination
think
on
it's
this.
less about what one single man that we're like sleeping with is about and more about like society at large. Like
Yeah.
if I go to the beach with a full bush and it's poking out, that's like more of a thing that I think about than like, oh
Sure.
no, my boyfriend. You know?
I got it, but that's why you need to unionize.
Yeah.
If there was a women's union and
That's
every
true.
Monday you decide, hey, look, we all got together. The shaving thing is so fucking annoying. We're done with it. Okay. And then everyone agrees. Then you
A
change
lot
it.
of women don't shave because of that.
Yeah.
But then everybody has to be on
And they're
board. I
lonely.
kind of like shaving. No.
Well,
not lonely.
I mean, I shaved my beard yesterday or 2 days ago. I shaved. I had a beard a couple days ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm done with this. And I shaved it off. I think beards are played. I'm going to get out ahead of it. I think beards have about 2 more years. 2 more years.
Really?
And people, 2 to 3 more
Do you
years.
think
And
they
they're
become
done.
more popular than?
They're insanely popular, and they've been insanely popular for a good almost 10 to 12 years, I want to say. And I think it's starting to fall off.
Because my grandpa, he's 98 years old, and he just grew out a beard.
Really?
This week, my mom sent me a picture.
Good?
I was like, has he ever had one? She was like, no. In 98 years, he's only had a mustache once.
Yeah. And then your
And
grandma's
he's
like,
I
all the
like
ladies.
this.
Yeah.
He liked it. He looked good too.
Really?
That'd be great if it
Yeah.
came in like brown or whatever, but like his
I
hair
know,
was
right?
white.
And everything
'Cause
else
he
is
never grew
white.
it.
I know.
That'd be funny if your 98-year-old grandfather was like, you know what? I'm going to leave your grandmother. I'm getting a lot of attention with this beard. You're like, I got to hit the scene.
You only live
He
once.
gets on an app.
Yeah, he's like, what's
I
this
would love
Tinder
that.
thing?
I would make him one.
Right?
A Hinge.
You think he would be good on Hinge?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he has a very deep, sexy voice. My grandpa's sexy.
Really?
Yeah, it runs in a family.
Of course he does. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, you just ooze sexiness. Yeah, that helps. Now you're scaring
Oh,
me.
my veins.
I did not.
See how they poke out?
How often do you just sit in the mirror and just do faces like that? Because you express your face so much on stage just in
I
such
don't
a
like
great
to
way.
look at myself when I do it. It's actually
don't
kind of
either.
frightening when I watch footage of myself. I'm like, okay.
I can't.
Because when I look in the mirror at home, I'm just like, you know.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
exactly. I know. Yeah, I've seen Joe look in the mirror like that.
I'm
I
trying
love
to
a
look
good
to
mirror.
myself.
I'm
hate-
kind of vain.
oh,
I'm
hate
kind of
it.
vain.
Hate it.
You don't like looking at yourself in the mirror?
I can't,
Yes,
when I get
you
my hair cut, I
do.
can't even.
I love
no,
it, dude.
when I
When
get,
you try on these little shirts, you don't look in the mirror.
see, when you say little shirts, it makes me feel like I look fat.
No,
and I
you
don't
will
like
look
that.
jacked.
Oh,
Yeah,
get
Come
out
on,
of here.
you
You're
do
the
not.
jacked one. You look good.
Stop.
I know you work out a lot. You both work out
I
a lot.
did a bulk,
I
and
used
now
to.
I can't
Yeah.
cut now. It's too hard.
You're already like cut.
No, I bulked.
You're tiny. Shut the fuck
bold.
up.
Thanks.
How much protein? You taking?
Set.
How much protein you taking in?
131 grams.
Nice. That's a lot.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
I feel sick at
Yeah.
the end of the
It's
day.
just like, ugh, more protein. What am I
Yeah.
doing here? Yeah.
Do you think it's bad to eat too much Greek yogurt? Because I eat
What's
way
in your
too-
family? So
I
you're
go
good.
through 3 of the big tubs
In a
maybe
day?
4. No, a week.
Oh. Do you add anything to it?
Blueberries and granola.
A little
like
strawberries in
blueberries.
there. A little cinnamon. Do you put cinnamon in
Ooh,
that?
no.
Right. Add a little cinnamon.
Fun.
Oh, it's good. It's good. What's the
I'm gonna try that.
stupidest? What's the dumbest thing you've ever like? What food? Okay, so what's embarrassing to me
Yeah.
that people make fun of me is like I fucking love tuna.
No, I do too.
Right. And
had
I
it
always
yesterday.
I mix a bowl and then every day
Like a can of tuna fish?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like
so
my
good.
grandmother.
You know
my
how-
grandma used to watch. My grandma used to watch story like her like stories.
Her program. Yeah.
Yeah. And then she'd always eat just a bowl of tuna. So I've been eating a bowl of tuna
Oh, I
almost
love
every day
that.
since then. But people are like,
You're gonna
that's
get mercury
fucking
poisoning.
gross.
But it is so good.
It's so good.
Well, do you guys know that
What's your
could
thing?
hold on? Do you guys know that
That.
you could tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish?
Sick. Fucking
This is
funny,
yours.
dude.
This is my yesterday.
Here we go. So go ahead, ask each other your favorite food thing that you're gonna do.
Well, what's the thing?
I can't now.
No, like what's the
No,
food that
joking.
you love or combination of things that you're like embarrassed about? That you're
No.
like, but I fucking love it.
Cottage cheese on and I have to mash up a rice cake into
Whoa.
it. I'll get a tub of
So you like-
cottage.
you
I
like
love
crunch?
dairy.
Yeah.
I'll get a thing of cottage cheese.
Yeah.
And then I'll get a bunch of rice cakes. I have to crinkle it up with my hands and like
Put it in
sprinkle it
there.
over in there and just like mush it
Nice.
together.
You know, I like Fritos and you dunk it in cottage cheese.
Yeah, that makes sense. We
I
have a
love
similar
Fritos,
palate.
but I don't like cottage cheese. I'm sorry.
Joe,
Not
what's
into it.
your weird thing?
Like that I enjoy that people might be like, ooh, I can't believe you enjoy that type
Yeah.
of question. I like Oscar
Is it my
Mayer
butthole?
bologna. I like
It
I like-
is.
that was good.
We
I'll
have
give you guys
fun.
credit.
You
That
guys
was
love
fun.
each other.
Yeah. I like bologna and ketchup sandwich.
Oh, really?
Ew,
I haven't had one in a while.
That's so gross.
Oscar
Joe
Mayer bologna.
Kilgallon.
Open it up, grab like 3 or 4 thick slices, throw it on there. Just ketchup. I used to do the Cubs, Cubs C with the UBS,
Really?
like the Cubs logo, and the ketchup right on the bread. Bite into it. Delish.
Nice.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's sick.
I know people give me shit for it, but I just it was an easy sandwich growing up, and I
Do
loved
you
it.
eat that from your? Do you eat that from your wife?
Why not mustard?
She knows I like it.
Are you getting your
Mustard
kids
on
into it?
bologna sounds disgusting to me. I
Oh,
like
it's
mustard.
good.
I like mustard on salami. I like mustard on turkey, of course.
Some people put mustard in tuna. That's gross to me.
Really?
Oh, I put mustard in tuna.
No.
A little relish. Yeah.
Relish, I could
I
see.
put some
maybe.
green chili in there. I love green chili.
I've been making my own Chicago-style hot dogs at home. I bought celery salt. That's the most underrated part of a Chicago-style hot dog. But I don't like the tomato slices. And I think as Chicagoans, we're kind of hypocrites because we're all like, oh, you can't put ketchup on it. But then there's 2 slices of tomato on there. What the fuck is ketchup and tomato? It's the same fucking thing at that point. Yeah. It's so stupid. I'd rather have ketchup than sliced fruit. And it is a fruit. People forget that. Tomato's a fruit, okay?
I forget that. Fuck, I do forget that.
You forget that?
I do.
No wonder you're in this podcast, you fucking moron.
Is there anything else you forget where you're just like, how the fuck did I forget?
Were you in special ed?
No, you weren't.
Before.
Yes, I was.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a learning disability or what?
Yeah, I guess.
Were you
ADHD?
like,
I really understand. I have severe ADHD. If you can't tell,
I can tell.
get everywhere late. I arrive late. I'm very bad at. I need.
I think you're just late because you're a fucking asshole.
oh, it's like a power move?
No, but it's okay. You're anxious, so
fuck
you're
these
good.
losers.
No,
You have anxiety.
it's always me at home. Like, oh fuck, oh shit, I have to go,
Yeah.
and then like it takes another half hour for me to leave the house.
When did you realize? Did you know you were going in those classes?
It was when my parents got divorced. I think I started acting like an asshole.
What
just
age?
for attention. I was 7.
I was 5.
So yeah.
How old were you when your parents divorced?
He's talking about himself.
3.
Yeah.
He fucking wins. I was just doing a
talking about
survey.
my trauma,
I asked Jonah. He said 3. I said 5. You had 7.
Right.
Now we all could go
Yeah,
back
right.
into your thing.
No, like-
Please.
Joe's like, oh, hey, just let you know, you ruined the podcast. I'm the one asking our guests questions about themselves. And Joe's just going like, hey, you know what? I don't like fucking tomatoes on a hot dog. You know, celery salt's actually the real thing. Is what you really looking straight
was
down
a
the
cunt.
barrel too. You're like, yeah, tomatoes actually. You know, that's a fruit. I don't know if you know that, guys listening. It's a fruit. Anyways, whatever. And then she's like, yeah, I don't like tomatoes. He goes, hold on a second, lady, I'm talking. So, anyways,
You're doing that right now.
Not real
Yeah.
quick. She was in the middle of something. And she said divorced. I wanted to know what age she was.
I know, I'm
when she got her
giving
parents
shit.
divorced, which
Right,
is
you're
a good
interrupting
question.
her. Yeah.
I then wanted to bring you into because I know we're all products of divorce here, all of us.
Right.
So I thought it'd be good to get like a fucking age range here.
Right.
It only took her out of the moment for a second.
she's reminding.
I'm glad you got
We're
fucking
reminding
stage
her
time
of
just now.
when her
though.
parents left right now. You
Well, if
understand
she
that?
would have said 27, I'd have been like, no one gives a fuck. Grow up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Seriously. Every now and then I'll meet someone who's like, my parents are getting a divorce. And I'm like, how old are you? And they're like 36. I'm like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Oh, what?
She's
you
gonna
two
be upset
Christmases
when her
now?
fucking grandpa
She was
leaves
7.
her dad
It's
because he's got a
different.
hot beard now.
Well, I mean, that's a grandpa. You lose a grandpa, you're gonna be heartbroken. That's
I
obvious.
just lost my grandpa. I could get 2 shits.
Allie's leaving.
Allie, sit down.
Great going.
Sit down. Sit the fuck down.
Trying to pull a Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I walked off. By the way, you don't know this. I walked once.
thought I
I
was gonna be
walked
the
off and just went
first.
over there, and I came back. Another time, I walked out and left for real.
Wait, you
middle
really
middle of my
left? You
middle of the
went home?
pocket. Yeah, I went home.
That was
Were you
my fault.
actually mad?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, things got actually
Can I tell you something?
heated? Wait,
It-
shut up. Were you
it-
oiled up?
It took it took weeks of planning to let that happen to Joe. It was a master plan.
No.
And it worked a lot quicker than I wanted it to, and I felt really fucking
Wait,
bad about
so
it.
it wasn't real?
No, it was
No, it was
real.
real.
And he was screaming, "Don't go, don't go!" He was yelling. And then Greg Kennedy.
No,
was
if you
saying
actually
where
watch the
are, he
video,
was
but I
like,
go, don't go.
That's not the case.
So it was a real fight?
Yeah, because I told
tell
him.
you
I
the
texted him
details.
earlier, being like, "Dude, it's 80 degrees out. Let's skip the podcast."
Right.
Right.
But I already had this thing planned, so I was like,
So
no,
that's
you
why it
gotta
wasn't.
make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We'll tell you about it later.
it's a segment we're not even going to do anymore. But let's talk about you and your parents got divorced, though,
No,
and all of your
that
other
sucks.
shit. You know.
I'm blind.
Yeah, I can't read that.
No, Austin was trying to signal to Jonah about like a segment we're going to do about the question, right? Based on time.
But I kind of
No, hold on. I wanted to
Sorry.
find out.
Yeah.
Allie was saying that she has ADHD. How did we get on that part of the subject? Though?
She went to special classes.
Oh, special ed, or special classes. The reason I was a little bit like, now you're fucking around, is because I think you're very smart. So I thought you were
thank
going to be
you.
one. And you're
I
from
am.
Boston, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that
Were you,
everyone's
like-
smart from
I did
Boston.
cheat
but
off a
Massachusetts-
mentally challenged kid in my math class. I was
That's
really
amazing.
bad at math and science, but I also I'm also an idiot. Not in a bad way, but like
We
the
all
things that I'm good at are not valued in the American education system.
You want to try that? Can we take 2 on that?
Can you
we
edit
take
that
another
out?
Yeah.
Can you edit that out?
Yeah.
The things that I'm good at aren't valued in the American education system.
Oh my god.
And
No,
you
but
should be a
I'm-
voice
I
actor.
feel as though.
She probably
No,
is,
so
dude.
I would act out a lot. So I think that's where it happened.
Okay.
And my mom was like,
You got in trouble?
We got divorced, so that's okay. Maybe she needs extra help.
You have a sister, right?
Yes,
And just one sister, or do you have a brother as well?
just one sister.
And was she a troublemaker too?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I like sisters both being like fuck ups in a way. Not that you
Yeah.
were a fuck up, but maybe.
Yeah.
When you
No,
were
that's
in
fine.
that class, were you ever just like, oh I'm with a bunch of fucking dorks. Right
No.
now.
No.
No. Did you know
They were
that
my
you were? Did you
people.
know that you were put in
We'd
that
throw
class?
staplers at each other. We'd have a blast up in there.
Did you ever hit anybody?
Also, you could get the teachers in there to give you the answers because they really thought you were dumber than you actually were.
Dude, the remedial kids were a blast, man. I
You
love
know?
them.
We'd
You
be
could
like,
always
oh, I
smoke
don't
off of them.
get it.
Were you
And they'd
were
be
you
like,
stuck? Were you stuck in this like position where you're like, I wanted to tell people that I just cheated off the wrong person? Because that's what you said. That's kind of why you were. Put there, right?
What?
'Cause you were put there because you cheated off of a person in.
Oh no,
math.
I wasn't put there because of that. That's
No,
just
that's
what I would
just
do.
one of the things
I
she
cheated
did.
constantly.
Does your boyfriend know about that?
What boyfriend?
I know. Exactly.
That was
Austin, see what I did
smooth.
for you?
That was smooth.
Austin was a girlfriend, man.
Yeah, Austin, shoot your shot.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on, where?
Ew. Ugh.
We finished it.
We asked this to Ed Towns, though, and we've asked this to most of our male guests, but we got to get back to asking it to male guests. We had a fun question for Kristen Toomey. You probably saw the clip of it. And we asked Claire, and now Allie's the third female comic we've had on it.
Female
No,
comic.
because earlier she talked about
I'm a
Kristen Toomey wearing
female
sunglasses.
comic.
Yeah, I know.
No,
I'm a female.
He's like,
No,
I'm
it's
sure
not.
you've
I've
heard
got
already.
huge jugs, and I do comedy. I've got huge jugs.
Allie, that's not what it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Don't act like it's not what it is, and you guys are sitting here looking at my jugs.
So in the video of this, let's all do cuts where all of our eyesights just kind of go down for a second. Call us all out.
Look at these.
Yeah.
These huge fun pillows. You're looking at
Fun
them.
pillows.
Eyes are
What
up
do
here,
you-
What's your
buddy.
favorite? What's your favorite term
Where are we
for
going with this?
tits?
What I just said.
Fun pillows.
Fun pillows?
I like yammers.
Eyes are up. What?
I like yammers.
Yammers?
Yammers on that one. I like Hooters too.
I like
I like
calling them
Hooters.
bombers.
Bombers is fun.
Yeah,
know
I
what
tell
I
my
always
wife,
think
I'm like,
about?
look at them B-52 bombers you got up top there.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's fun, right?
You know that scene from
because they're weapons of
Hocus
war.
Pocus
I've seen. Yeah.
where the kid is like, oh yeah, you're talking about her yabos?
Yabos is fun.
Yabos is good.
I always
So
think
they
We
call a
have, a, we,
home
have a
run
comedian,
to a
we have a
yabo.
comedian friend of ours that goes.
you have a comedian friend.
I have one.
Yeah.
Not anymore. You're my new one.
Mm.
And he goes, you know what the best set of the night was? These things right here. And he goes to like his favorite girlfriend. It's fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
best set of the night.
That's fun, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, you did a thing that when I first did a podcast, my first podcast co-host, Megan Gailey, she would do a thing where if I hesitated or paused for 1 second, she'd jump all over it. Like you were like, oh, you have a comedian friend like to Jonah just now? I remember one time saying like,
Wait,
all right, so I
you're
read
saying
this book.
she does that? You guys are just doing that back and forth. I can barely get
No,
a
no,
word in with my
uh,
giant tits and mouth. I can barely talk.
But I was like, oh, one time I read this book. She's like, you read a book one time.
I'm asking you questions. I care.
What do you mean? Real quick.
I care about. I was
There
raised
is
by women. I care about women. I care about women.
Austin, help me out here. I think there's a false narrative of us interrupting each other.
Right.
And it's so minuscule and so
There's
bare.
literally proof. So
right.
No, it's not.
They
but
roll it
it's,
back.
Says the guy who birthed 2 men, like a piece of shit, like a
Real
real
quick.
piece of shit. He doesn't understand women. I
I
understand
birthed
women.
them.
You
This
birthed
fucking
them from
moron.
his
That's
You
I
should
know. I'm
understand
done.
when you
I
say
realized
birth
I
them.
said that after I said it. God damn it. It was
Okay,
so
Allie. What I was gonna say though was that it's not that you're a female comedian, but we
I
asked
am,
we
but I
asked
am.
we asked
Oh, I
male
am.
comedians. Oh yeah,
I'm a lady.
I'm a lady
When I do
chick.
comedy, it's like
I'm
a
a
dog
chickadee
on
chick.
its hind legs. I'm a lady doing comedy. It's crazy.
So we asked the
I don't support
women
it.
one version of this question. We asked the men another version. And when we do branch out and get non-binary people on here, which we will, goddammit, it'll be a whole
fuck
different
was
question.
that?
It's towards you, Jonah.
Why are you mad at
we
me
know
for
where
that?
we know where the hate comes from in this basement. No, I'm kidding with you.
That's-
I'm kidding, man. The question is this: we've asked men if you have
Stop defending yourself. Just
No,
ask
because
the
she's
fucking
giving me a
question.
goddamn look, man. Now
No,
you know
she's
how I
not.
feel when
Because
you
you know what?
interrupt
Because she's
yourself.
waiting for the question.
If you were a man, what kind of penis would you have?
Describe it.
What kind of penis do you think you would have?
I mean,
And we've asked
how
the
many
dudes, what
inches?
kind of vagina
Is it
would you
girth?
have?
Is it shaped weird? Because we both convinced because the way that our significant
Are you
others
asking
act.
me a question? You want to talk about what you're convinced about?
Well, you were paused for a while. We didn't want dead air. So that's
Yeah.
why we started talking again. Speaking of a podcast
So,
where we just
I
critique
used
each
to
other.
Hey guys, welcome to the interrupting hour with Joe, Allie, and Jonah.
I used to think when I was a kid, I thought penises were like long thing with skin, right? But you know, you see like a nail that you not a nail. It's a when
Oh my gosh, you said you got a
when
skinny
you
ass
drill
dick, brother.
something in, when you drill something in,
Yeah.
those kinds
A
of
screw.
things. A screw.
Get
Thank you.
Get
a
your gun away
screw.
from Joe, dude.
Oh, my tits, because I never learned that because I'm a huge tits. They never taught me the difference between a nail and a
You know what's
screw.
funny is you
So,
wouldn't know.
Quiet. I thought that a penis was just a long thing of skin that had, like, you know how a screw will have the rings that go like around it? I thought that a penis had skin rings,
Okay.
like around, like how a dick looks now.
Like a
but
duck. Like a duck dick.
Allie, it does.
What?
It does.
She can't see her dick because her tits are too big.
Wait, what?
It does have rings around it. But when we get hard, it does. You've never seen a flaccid penis before?
I don't know.
No, I'm kidding around. It doesn't
Oh
have
my
rings
God,
around
Wait,
it.
Joe,
why'd
Joe,
you say a duck?
you
The
should
rings
be a
there. What are you
fucking-
talking about with a duck? Ducks have a corkscrew
Yeah,
dick.
of course we did. Yeah, that's what I thought
Oh,
she
yeah.
said.
Get the fuck out, they do.
They
You didn't
do.
know that?
Ducks have
Yeah.
that, yeah.
I thought
They
I
did a
made this
duck
up
thing. You
completely.
did a duck
No,
thing when
no,
you were a
no.
kid.
You just predicting what ducks would become. Yeah, let's.
You guys can talk
Yeah, let's
now.
pause and do this. What the fuck is
Duck
happening? We are off the
dick.
rails right now, kid.
Hold on, just duck dick.
What other animals have weird dicks? I saw a monkey masturbating at the zoo
I
once.
can't.
Had a really skinny penis.
Really?
Yeah, it was decent length for its size because
See-
it was like a 3'2" monkey. So the
this
length
is
was like, that's
sick.
pretty good length. You know what I mean?
Oh.
I
But it
can
was
tell you
so
what a
pencil
dog's
thin.
dick feels like in my
disgusting.
mouth.
Well, do you know how to get a dog to stop humping your leg?
Punch it.
No, you pick it up and suck its
I
dick.
don't like that.
That's funny.
It's
Yeah,
a Nolan Rafferty joke. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
babe, pub, baby.
Yeah.
500 West Diversity, Chicago, Illinois. All
Let's
right,
get
did you
done.
look
Is
it up,
brought
Allie?
to you by. Sorry.
I paid $15 to get here in an Uber.
Jonah will pay for you to get back.
For
No, I'll
you
give you a
to
ride
talk
home.
about-
I'll give you a ride back.
So describe your okay, picture your a male,
Yeah, it would be
which
that.
we hope that you are. And
So it'd
'cause
be,
you'd be funnier.
Corkscrew duck penis. That's the kind of penis you'd have?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you thought that, and when you saw your first penis, you're like, oh my god, that is not what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, but I don't remember the first time I saw my friend, which is kind of concerning.
Well, do you want to call your dad and ask?
Oh, Jesus
Come
Christ,
on.
dude.
Come
the fuck
on,
is wrong with
come
you?
on.
That was
I
horrible.
would,
Allie,
but
I
he abandoned me.
apologize.
I
You know,
haven't
if-
seen him in years.
Ellie saved it.
Is this the time I should
Great
finally
comedian.
give him a call years later?
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
You owe me some birthday cards, and
Who's
what's
the
that dick
first
like?
penis?
What's
I
that
saw.
dick do?
It's probably a friend of mine, like as a kid. I do remember seeing like a baby penis and being like, "What? Where's the?
What? Why does it taste like that?
Oh,
Jesus
Hey, fuck
Christ,
everybody
man.
here. You keep
Why
doing
are
that.
you
I'm gonna
like-
keep doing it.
Why are you like this?
Because you guys don't support me, and then I
Although,
push
Allie,
it.
you do seem like the personality type that had a friend, like when you were like a freshman or a sophomore in high school, that you're like, we're just friends, but we'll like test each other. That
no,
way we're
I
good
literally
for-
didn't do anything sexual till I was like 17 years old.
Oh, okay, I was wrong.
That's not
then.
that old.
I was wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jonah lost his virginity at 23.
Yeah. Yeah.
that makes sense. You have
No,
a
I
lot
didn't
of
lose
like
my.
hate.
It wasn't 23. I was 22 and a half. Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
No, I'm fucking around. How old were you really though?
19. I was
19.
older.
Nice, man.
That's
Yeah.
a nice age. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
18. When I
Yeah. How about you, Joe? 11?
I was-
14.
no, I
I
was
bet it was like 15. 15.
15. I was 15.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did your mom drive you to the house?
No. No. I took the Metro.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
That's
How old
cool.
was this woman? How much did she cost?
She didn't cost anything. She was my age, but a grade ahead
you
of
fucked
me.
a 15-year-old?
So I think when I was going into sophomore year, she was going into junior year.
Okay.
Because, but we were like, I was like September birthday. So September birthday is usually, the cutoff September 1st or whatever. And a buddy of mine started talking to her friend. And when my friend went to go meet her friend, I met her and they lived in the burbs. It was during the summer. And then I think it was like early in the summer. And then I remember talking to her on AOL Instant Messenger. And that's how we decided to meet up. And I took the Metro.
Cool. I want to ask you. Can I ask you a follow-up question on that? How
Sure.
many of those things in that run-on sentence did you really need to tell the story to us?
He's so mad at me for like critiquing him last week.
Right.
Then now
What did you
everything,
critique him on?
Just
Just real quick.
I don't want to go through this because it's just not healthy at this point. You know what I mean?
All right. That's the thing that you've said. That's
Well, no,
not
I gave him a
healthy?
critique where I was like, I just felt like the previous episode,
We don't have to.
we had
discuss
some
that.
errors that I didn't care for, and I just thought like,
Right.
Ooh, that
are we hanging out or are we
that
doing a
really
podcast?
gets me when somebody
Can I
says
tell you
to me,
something?
"I didn't care for
Can I
that."
tell
I'm
you
like,
something?
You didn't care.
Can I tell you
for
something?
Well, I didn't say
Can I
it
tell you
like that. I
something
just
that you'd
want
be
to
surprised at?
reiterate it.
Yeah.
Not one of those errors were Joe's. Is that surprising to you?
Well, because you guys didn't let me talk, so I couldn't really fuck up.
Right.
If I was able to talk, I probably would have fucked up, and then I'll take some of the blame. I've had some episodes where I could take the blame. And then I have episodes where I fucking amplify a burp and I save the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you guys eat today yet?
I did.
I had some chips and salsa earlier. They're solid.
I was just trying to distinguish who's going to be the top and who's going to be the bottom.
We switch off.
You really feel like there's a sexual tension between me and him?
I honestly
it's
started
been
as
discussed.
like, oh, this would be a fun bit to do for the friggin' podcast. And now I'm like, yeah, you guys
Yeah.
need to fuck.
Yeah.
No.
Like,
absolutely
this
not.
podcast isn't going to move forward until you do.
I'm
You're
If
really,
I were to
I'm
have,
more-
I would not. Look, I'm not like I support it, and I'm not that, but I'm just not there.
You're not that.
But
I'm
not there.
If I were to have sex with a man, it would,
would be
be
Jonah.
Yeah.
you when you play a man in your TikTok videos, because that's
I
like
am
a
kind of,
good-looking
I
man.
kind of think I'm better looking as a
You
guy.
marker in a beard, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah.
Is that a bitch to wash off?
Oh, it's felt tip eyeliner, so it comes off.
Oh,
easy.
okay, pretty
It
good
does
deal
look
then.
like shit though.
Pretty
Looks like
good deal.
Crayola.
When you put
I
that
think
on,
it's good.
when you put that on and you kind
I
of be in
feel
that guy
good.
character, do you like, I want to fuck something?
No, I just feel like a human being. Like people would maybe see me as a human being and not just like a walking pile of tits.
I can't. What did
Real
she
quick,
say?
Allie. I don't know. I was distracted by her tits, but you were the one who's brought them up. Okay. This was a very
they're
sexual episode, though. I brought it
heaving.
up. I didn't mean for it to be a sexual episode, but when I started it by saying which cartoon character do you want to bang, then I kind of fucked it all up. So I take blame on that, and I didn't want it to be that way. That's why I wanted to dig into the divorce stuff and switch it around and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want to talk
But,
about
you know,
that stuff. I'd rather just
Allie
talk about,
fun bags
probably
over
the
here.
worst thing that happened to you when you were younger.
Well, there's some dumb questions that could arise out of that, and that's the whole point of this. But you know what? Austin reminded us he had a good idea for a segment this week to tweak a segment we've already done. I think you should lead off with it. You know what he's talking about, right?
Right. So Joe normally does, or not Joe, we normally do a segment where we give you 3 options, and then you have to get rid of one,
Okay.
right? Like it's kind of like fuck,
Real
marry, kill,
quick,
but
that
different.
run-on sentence earlier, nothing about that was not entertaining. Everything
No,
about
all
it
of
was
it
entertaining.
was so entertaining.
It was
you said,
entertaining.
I think I met her on AOL or something. And
No,
like,
because I was
there
painting a
there was
picture.
no-
It's called painting a picture. That's
Right.
what good storytellers do. So just to
Right.
let you know. All right, go on
yeah,
with
it's
your
like a
spiel.
Bob Ross picture where you're like, this took way too long to get
Oh,
here.
well, he's not fucking filthy rich from painting boring shit.
Well,
so
he's
clearly
dead
knows
now.
what he's doing.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh,
He's not,
there's
yeah.
no estate? There's no estate fucking reaping the rewards of that? I
No,
bet
there's,
he's
like,
rich.
notorious
Guys,
for being-
the guy's
Kill
he's a
myself.
household
I'm
name
gonna
for 50
fucking
fucking years. He's got some coin or had some
My
coin.
house. I was asleep.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, woman.
And tell me about this segment.
Okay. So we're gonna give you 3 options, and you have to get rid of one like it never existed.
Okay.
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 So basically, like the next day, the world wakes up, and then it just never, whatever. I guess this question doesn't really make sense for that part. So you get rid of one of these things.
One of them,
Okay.
okay.
And then you have to state your work, right?
Okay.
Would you rather get rid of your childhood
Mhm.
or your adolescence, which is not adolescence, but your teen college years? Or would you rather get rid of your 20s?
20s.
Why?
Actually, childhood.
Why?
Her parents got
Oh.
divorced. She told us earlier.
No, that was
Sorry.
fine. It's like the
Yeah,
worst
it's more
thing that could happen
presents,
to a
right?
white
More
person.
presents.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I
Not
guess
abusive
childhood.
dad.
I guess childhood.
Childhood?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you don't really remember much from your childhood anyway, right? Right? Or
Yeah.
is there something wrong with me?
No,
I don't
it's
really
not.
remember.
But here's the thing.
Your eyes twitching. Are you okay?
Is it really?
No, it's not.
Okay,
I
because
was
I
adding
took a
to what
couple
you were
beta
saying.
blockers before I got here.
Oh wow. Because Joe makes you so nervous?
Yeah.
Or because Austin's here flirting with you all
No,
the
I was
time?
just worried that everyone was going to be looking at my
I knew where
huge
this was
tits.
I knew where that was going immediately.
That's pretty awesome.
That was great.
I think childhood because it's like in patches. You know, you only
Yeah.
remember things in fragments.
Right.
And I feel like I had a really good adolescence and college
Yeah.
life. And
Right.
I remember a lot of it.
Okay.
All right. Well, we all answer the question, but those are good answers. What I would do.
That was the most okay, woman. I'm talking now.
Yeah,
That
well,
didn't feel like that. That was normally okay. Normally you never like that, but that's
I
the
was
one
like-
time where I'm like, I felt like he was just like, okay, I'm gonna
It
talk
had
about what
nothing
I
to do
want
with
to
her
talk.
being a woman. I wanted to move on to my thing, but I also wanted to do it in a way where I acknowledged that her answer was great.
Right.
You're
looking at her
I
tits
would have
again,
done
Joe.
that for a guy too. I've not looked once.
I know, neither. I'm
No.
afraid to now.
Okay. So
Even when she's like, look.
I
I'm
feel like
like,
I
no,
don't
no,
aim
I'm
it
right up
this
here.
I
way.
don't have any. Go ahead.
do you just say you don't have any? I'm such a good friend that Allie just said on a podcast that she doesn't have any tits. And I want to tell people that if she wasn't sitting down, you'd be like, look at that ass. Right?
Yeah, no, my ass
Say I'm a
is
good
amazing.
friend. Say I'm a good
My
friend
ass
like
is-
that.
Thank you.
No, because like if
I
Jonah,
work hard on it.
if we're in public and Jonah like talks down about himself, I'll be like, look at you, man. You got to fucking, you obviously, you always have the perfect beard trimming.
Yeah,
Whatever the setting is, it's perfect. Was it a 3? Always perfect, right?
Yeah.
Your hats are nice and fresh. You're a good fucking. I told you this is a you thing, not me.
Yeah.
So I would help you out. And so when Ali just downplayed herself, I'm like, girl, I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm gonna compliment you up.
Let's all talk about my ass.
I don't like. Everyone should compliment each other. I get drunk.
Austin, do you have anything to say about my ass?
Yeah, producer. Is it exquisite? Would you
He
fall off
said
the
it's
stage for it?
exquisite.
He did stutter a bit.
Yeah.
Do you do a lot of squats? What do you do?
Yes.
Or you do?
Leg
Did you
press.
naturally have a nice ass, or have you molded
Yeah,
it?
I naturally do, but I have built it.
Yeah, built that brick house. Good. It's nice.
Got to eat a lot. Got to eat cake to have a cake.
So I have no ass, so I can't.
Okay, Ali, now you have to give Joe.
Jonah, you got some junk in your trunk. You got some junk in your trunk. I have no junk in my trunk. He's got some ass.
Pecs?
He's got some
knockers,
pecs.
yeah.
You do got some pecs.
Yeah. Squat.
I'm a shoulder
getting
guy.
horny.
I've been told. I've been told that guy.
I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
I'm getting friggin' horny.
Do you need a towel to sit on?
I might need one,
We're
brother.
in the basement. I got a sub pump down here. You're all good.
Rocking sweats for a reason.
A sub bump.
Yeah, you're good to go. Okay, now Ali, give Joe a compliment because he needs it.
I don't need it.
You're a
I
sexy
get enough
zaddy.
compliments.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
thank you.
talked.
When you did tell me like that was good, but now I'm talking, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. If I did that, you'd be
I
like,
am
fuck
done
you.
talking. Yeah. I
Joe,
would.
Joe,
I'd be like, you're
Joe,
a pissant, but Joe
Yeah.
can do it.
Yeah. Joe's like, hey, I'm Chicago. You're like, I know.
I'm like, deep down.
Oh my God, wear the hat backwards. Do it. Oh, I love it.
I used to wear my hat backwards. Actually, is that
No,
why you
I
said
know.
that?
Yeah.
It's a good look. I should
Yeah.
bring that back.
Yeah.
I don't even know what
Oh
we're
my God,
talking about. Like,
He's like, hey, get mad at something that doesn't make any sense. Just get mad. Dude, I love it.
oh, what was your answer? What would you get rid of?
I was saying that we're each going to give our answer, but just to be a little bit of a contrarian with you, I'm going to keep my childhood because you're right. It's fragments. You don't remember a lot of your childhood, but I feel like the stuff you do remember is
really good.
so impactful and so really good and
you're
really
right.
does have an effect on the rest of you. You know, you might remember a great vacation or remember how you felt when you
McDonald's
first
play
did something.
pit.
McDonald's
Yeah.
play pit? Fuck yeah.
I wish
You
I
know what
could be as
Sega?
happy as I
Sega.
was as a kid when somebody said we're going to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what doing drugs is. It's just chasing that
It's just
that
going
brief
childhood
moment
high.
Yeah.
where your grandma would pick you up from school and say you want McNuggets. You'd be like, "Fuck yes,
Yeah.
everything's amazing in life."
My grandma would be like, hey, if you go to the mall with me and you're a good kid, I'll get you a cookie. And I was like,
Right?
you better fucking A right, grandma. I'm getting
And
a cookie.
like, does snorting a line do that for you? Like, it's the closest you can
the
get as
closest,
an adult.
Yeah.
I remember going through the Burger King drive-thru with my grandma, and at the time, Burger King was running a promotion where if you said into the drive-thru, "I love this place," you'd get like free fries or something.
that's amazing.
And hearing my grandma, who was just, I felt like so sophisticated. She had a PhD. You know what I mean? She was a
Cool.
child psychologist. She was just incredibly well read and very smart. Hearing her make the order, and then being like, "Oh, and I love this place." My older sister and I will still talk about it every now and then. We just would
That's
die
so
laughing.
funny.
Yeah, it's
I
such a
love
cute grandma
that.
thing, you know?
That's adorable.
So I would keep that. I would keep my 20s and I would ditch my teens because I feel like your teenage years, as fun as they were, and I really did enjoy my high school experience.
It was hell too.
There's parts of it, and then you look back where you're like,
Yeah,
man,
you're
I was a
right.
dramatic little bitch over nothing. And there was things that we all thought mattered so much, and then you're in your 20s, you're like, none of that matters. Who gives a fuck? You know?
I kind of am still upset about the same things.
Like
really?
what?
I think
What's
I
something?
am.
What's like dumb shit that you get mad at for no reason?
It's not dumb. I just get really
Well, just can you say it's dumb because
aggravated.
it's for a clip?
okay. It's dumb. Where's the confetti?
Can we do another cutter? Hey, what's the dumb stuff that you get? I can't even do it. I can't redo this. That's why I'm not a good actor. But like, what's something like you're like, I don't know why, but it fucking pisses me off.
Just any little injustice.
And that's fair. No, what's something stupid?
When I say injustice,
Listen here, woman. What's stupid?
you're a dumbass.
Yeah.
Like the fact that I don't have huge tits.
But you do.
That doesn't bother you, though, right?
No, it doesn't.
I was curious.
Would you be pissed if you had one huge tit?
No, that'd be cool. I'd swing it around.
Would you swing it around?
She likes her
You know
yellow
I would
toe.
swing
She's
it
going to
around.
love her one big
You
boob.
know I would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd work that.
What would you call it?
I'd probably be a more successful comedian if I
you
just
had
had
one
one,
huge tit?
giant tit.
We all,
Yeah.
if you, the problem, all three of us are held back by being too good looking. You ever think, man, if I was uglier, I'd get booked more? I think
That's
that all
so
the time.
true.
All
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
time
we're
I
too
think
attractive
that.
for comedy. It's,
We really
it's
are.
unfair. You know, that's why it's hard for us. It's really hard for us to make it in comedy because we're just too attractive. Yeah.
I actually have a friend he's just like kind of slender, and he thought when he first moved here, he did improv, and he was like trying to gain weight because he thought he'd be funnier if he was really fat. So he drank a gallon of whole milk a day, and he did not gain. He barely gained any weight. And I just love just thinking about forcing yourself to drink a gallon of whole milk. I need to be funnier. Well, bigger isn't equated with ugly.
No, of course not. That's true.
What is going on? You guys are being really mean to me.
But overweight. Well, Jonah, you were an overweight teenager.
I was. That's why I eliminate my teenage years instantly.
Okay.
That's what you do, and you keep the other two. So
is that why you're so fit now?
I'm not
when did you get
19?
Get
around the time I lost my virginity. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I started working out. I was very fat, and then I went down to 150 pounds when I was senior year of high school.
Wow,
I went back to senior year of high school, and nobody knew. Everybody thought I was a new kid.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, because I was only fat for like 4 years, but those like the worst years. It's the worst years. Yeah.
Like your teen year, everything bothers you.
Yeah.
Like I had zits and I was like, I want to kill myself, you know?
So I, one time, since I took speech class and like you'd have to read a diary like out loud. And then they were like, if someone wrote a song about you, what would you called? And I was getting made fun of. I was getting bullied so much.
Wait, what class were you in where they made you read something incredibly personal out loud?
Well, it was like you got extra credit if you like read it out loud.
Oh, damn.
Right? And it was like, so I was like, I'm getting bullied a lot. I'm going to do this and I'm going to take away the power. So I was like, if someone did a song about me, it'd be Adam Sandler and it'd be called Fat Jonah because I'm fat.
Did everyone
everybody just called me Fat Jonah from there on after. No. I gave myself my own goddamn nickname. And then I came back skinny. And then I'm like, look at this. And then then they started calling me used to be Fat Jonah.
I love that. It's like, no.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck.
How did you lose weight that fast? What performance
dislocated my shoulder.
Drugs?
Fake wrestling.
What?
Dislocated your shoulder so you couldn't shove fat into your fucking mouth?
Yeah, then I started working like 2 jobs.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just lost the weight. It was great.
That's crazy.
And then I started working out a lot. And now I don't have back problems and I'm 40. It's nice.
If you could have a tapeworm,
Joe threw out his back throwing a dryer ball today.
I did. Yeah. It hurt.
What was your question?
I'm getting there.
What was your question?
If you could have a tapeworm, would you?
To lose weight? 100%. For sure.
Well, we know that answer.
Yeah.
Anybody who looks really ripped has some type of illness.
Body dysmorphia.
Yeah,
like when I get my haircut, I can't look at myself in the mirror. I have to look down.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you're
always, even as a child, I was like that.
You're like afraid of it?
I don't know. I just I hate the way I look. Fuck that.
Oh, that's horrible.
That is horrible.
I know. I made it sad. See, because you have to be mean to me.
It's okay to be honest sometimes.
But I would get rid of.
Now this is the softer side.
My high school senior
then
quote.
You get gentle
my senior quote. They're like, "What would you?"
Nice and easy.
My senior quote.
You go nice and easy on each other and give you some little gentle kisses in between the thighs.
This is turning awkward now.
Sorry.
What if we just all start
envisioning us hooking up?
I'm just imagining you opening up to him, saying what you just said, but you guys are alone.
Okay, so if Joe and I hook up, what's the first move? And who makes that move? And what is that move?
Stop thinking of everything in terms of power dynamics, man.
That's all life is. That's all life is.
Nah, dude.
Brother, yeah, it is.
It's not.
Bro, yeah, it is.
Sometimes it's just about a genuine connection that you have, and you give each other a little kiss on the top of your
But who makes that move first? Like who? Like, do you think
do
you think it's like a mutual?
Have you ever seen a car crash?
Do you think it's after? Do you think it's? Do you think it's after an argument, or do you think it's after an apology?
I think it could be either.
Right.
It can be whatever you want it to be.
Okay.
Love is love is love is love.
Is it love?
I think you guys for sure love each other.
Oh, I love this man. He's like one of my favorite people in the whole entire world.
And do you?
I love Jonah. Yes, I do.
Do you see how much that pained him to say that?
No, kiss.
It is insane.
I'm not leaving your house until you kiss.
Yeah, you just said, "Can I stay here?" the other day. You said, "Can I stay here and be a gargoyle?"
I would love to live here, and I could just be like a statue. I'd be like a gargoyle.
That's my thought. Cartoons. That face right there, gargoyle. In my head, I'm like, I bet Ali Drapos was a fun kid to hang out with. Like,
that was a little inside joke they would make me do in middle school. They'd be like, Allie, do the gargoyle. Because during a fire drill, I was like, I'm going to go up. I tried to get on the roof, and I was going to be like, I'm a gargoyle.
See, I couldn't tell if you were like the intelligent kid that later in life became like crazy and wild. But now I realize you were a Ritalin kid your whole fucking existence.
I actually never took medication until I was in college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I could have like changed the trajectory of my life if I had just been medicated. But I'm glad I didn't.
Were you good?
Have you ever seen a kid on Ritalin? It's weird. It's sad. Just let them be freaks.
I would agree. They're too little to be prescribing it. It's like, oh, they're
It's
hyperactive.
crazy.
I'm like,
No,
that's
they have
just how they
Ritalin
are.
for dogs.
Some
What the
dogs need it, though. I
fuck
thought
does
my dog
need
needed
to
it for a little
focus
bit.
on? No.
You know, at the
What do you have to do? Homework?
she needs to smoke pot. No, yeah, Ritalin is supposed to help you focus. Yeah, I don't think a dog needs that. I was gonna try to be like focus on not driving me nuts, but she's a great dog. She's a good dog. I got a boxer lab.
Oh, those
She's
are
dope.
So
Her name's Holly.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
I almost brought my
feminist.
Chihuahua here today. to
What's
go
your
with the
Chihuahua's
outfit.
name?
Roni.
Nice.
Shout out to Roni. Love you, girl.
Does she watch this?
Yeah.
She watches our podcast?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Ronnie's a big
Well,
fan.
she takes a shit.
Whoa. Fucking shots fired over here.
Anyway, what were you talking about?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But Allie,
You guys you have a steamer?
no, we're not. This
it's
is
a
a
sauna
sauna
right
right behind
here,
here,
actually,
actually. By the way, hey, this is
You guys
The
get
Maca-
in
I'm
it.
going to
Like,
Scotland.
what are we doing here?
I'm going to
sitting
Scotland
here?
in a few
Stop.
months.
What?
What are we doing a podcast? You
Do you
should
want,
be
do
in
you
there.
want, do you want all sauna, all three of us?
Yeah, let's set up
Let's
the
make.
equipment
Let's
right
go
now
all
in the
sauna. We make Austin stay out though. Be like,
Do you-
no.
Yeah,
okay,
he
so
would love that. He
so
wanted to be a
Jonah,
little
Our producer's
piggy.
not allowed.
Joe and I finally we come together finally, right? And then we finish and whatever. Who do you think spoons who? If you're picturing this, or are we kind of doing it together where our
I
heads are
think
like
you
our heads are
I
together.
think you lay side by side and you just clasp hands and then you slowly look at each other.
Uh-huh.
And then I think you give a kiss on the nose to you 1st
Uh-huh.
and then I think you give a kiss on the nose to him next.
Do you think I look in his eyes and I go, "Hey, we did it." Like,
Yeah, buddy.
yeah, we're
yeah.
here. Yeah.
And then he goes,
Yeah.
yeah, buddy, we did.
Right, we did.
Yeah, buddy, we fucking did.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
did it.
And I was like, "Hey, dude, good dick."
And
And then he looks at me and he goes,
You're you, no, you.
and then he looks at me and he goes, "You know what? Your tits are
and you
almost as good as
interrupt each
Allie's."
other.
Do you think gay guys say to each other though after sex, "Hey, that's some good dick right there"?
No,
Oh,
I
100%.
don't. Maybe.
We can't speculate. We're all good people here. All right. It's not wrong to
Do
speculate.
you have any gay male friends?
Yeah, I do, and I haven't asked them this question, but you
Call
bet your
him-
dick
call
I'm
one
gonna.
of them laugh.
You want to take another test? You want to take that again?
I need
Yeah.
Who am I gonna call?
Call one of them right now.
One of them right now.
No, that's highly offensive. And maybe it's not. I don't know
It's
anymore,
not.
guys.
It depends who. It depends what the friendship is. Everyone knows that when you have certain friends, depending the friendship, like I have some lesbian friends where I know I can't ask them certain questions, and then I have other lesbian
Like, what
friends where
questions can't you ask them?
That's super sexist.
it's not. It's just
It is. You
it's-
just don't have lesbian friends. You
No,
met
I
one
do.
lesbian and you asked her one stupid question and she got
You know-
rightfully so
Can I tell you
angry.
something?
No,
you know
And
his
this
lesbian
is
friends.
not true.
His lesbian friends are the girls that he shut down. That shut down him. Where he's like, "Hey, do you want to go out?" And they're like, "No." You're fucking lesbian, and he
was like,
walks away.
"Bitch."
That's what Joe used to be like.
no.
Joe was never like
I'm
that.
so, okay, when
Joe
you're
was
done
never
having
like that.
sex with your wife,
But
are
like
you like
Claire,
good
so Claire's
vagina?
a lesbian. She's been here, right?
Is she? Oh, we're gonna have to edit
No,
that.
no, you're
No,
stuck.
because we gave her shit too. It's fine.
Because I've
so-
tried, Claire. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So, like with her, she was. I could ask her a question where it's like, "Hey, how you see that woman
Yeah, but
who
you
just
guys
walked
have
by?
been-
You would want to fuck the hell out of her, right?" And she'd be like, "Fuck yeah." Where there's other ones
Yeah.
that would be like, "No, I don't gawk at every woman who walks by." You know what I mean? There's certain people.
Well, that's
have-
just people.
Yeah, exactly. But like,
We're all just people.
but I'm saying we have certain lesbian friends who could ask certain questions to you, certain gay friends who could ask certain questions to you. You have certain straight
Straight?
friends who could have certain questions to. I was going to get to that. I
Right.
saved straight for last because that's the best.
So
But
when
like-
you're done having sex,
I'm totally kidding.
when you're done having sex with your wife,
Yes.
are you like, good vagina, babe?
I go, I don't know how after, like, it feels like the first pussy every time. That's what I
my-
said to her. I go, how
Oh,
are you?
I didn't like that. I didn't like
Oh.
that.
I
Oh,
did.
you like that?
Yeah.
I just, it's
No,
amazing.
that's like an incredibly good compliment to receive. After that's amazing.
Yeah.
How long have you been married to?
I'll be 10 years soon.
Hell yeah, that.
Be 10 years right a couple weeks.
After I have sex with my girlfriend, I go, "Did I lose something in there?"
Where are my keys?
I would punch you.
I would never. do that.
What's the craziest thing? And we're going to wrap it up on this, and we can each do this.
I'll tell
Again,
you
it's been
right
such
now.
sexual, but I'm like,
I
what's
know
the
what you're
craziest
gonna
thing
ask.
that someone
Somebody
said to you?
said to me right after.
Yeah.
Well, that was better than jerking off in the toilet at work.
Shut up. Really?
Hand to God, and I am still.
Was that the
hooking
first
up with
time?
That person.
You're still hooking up with that person? Oh my God, that's awesome. You should still be hooking up with that person because that's a fucking good line. Because it's so
That was the first
ridiculously
time we had
honest.
sex too.
That's amazing.
What did you laugh? Yeah.
Oh, I love you so much. Kiss me.
I'm gonna kiss Austin to make you jealous. Damn. So what did you say?
I was like, And I didn't see it laugh. And then I was like, and then I kind of like rolled over and I was like,
The fuck?
I was like, that was some good D though.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. What am I? It's totally fine.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just had a moment of emptiness, like,
Better
who
than
am
jerking
I?
off
What am I
and-
doing here?
Where's he work?
Unemployed.
Oh.
You guys are friends with.
Yeah, you know who he is.
You know
I
who
don't
he
playing
is.
coy.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say.
It does make sense. Well,
Well, I'm not
you
gonna
know how
say
we
it.
would
We're not
say
trying to
too.
say
You
it.
know how we would say, well, that was better than jerking off in the toilet at work.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
now
that's right.
everybody knows who it is.
No, they fucking don't.
don't.
Okay, you're the only one making it this way. You're asking like clues about who it is, and no one gives a fuck.
I give a fuck.
I asked where he worked because he said he jerked off in it.
Oh, he did have it at the time. Yeah, he worked at.
That's-
I don't
that
really.
was
know.
my
It was
question.
some
Not
insurance
her.
company.
Yeah, where he worked.
It was some insurance
Have
company.
you ever masturbated at work? I have before.
No.
Yeah, I
what?
have.
Yeah. I had a summer
You're a
job when I
stand-up
was in high
comedian. Were
school.
you on stage?
I did a summer job in high
You've
school.
never jerked off in
Yeah, I've been
a
a
back room
professional
before you go
stand-up
on
comedian. It's my only
stage?
job.
Why are you both of you surprised that that's such a
Piece of shit. This
Hey,
fucking
fuck, dude, awesome. This is insane what they're saying to me right now.
All right. Though, hey, the one podcast episode I walked off on, I heard your outro was really terrible, so I'm just gonna take over and do that.
You didn't.
Okay.
Me? No, I said no, never. But like, you have at what job were you at?
I had a summer job in high school that
Wait,
was an
that's the
office
last
job.
time you haven't done it as an adult?
No, I've not masturbated at work as an adult. I haven't had a
you?
real job in a long time.
Allie? Have you JO'd at work?
Oh, maybe I did when I was like
No.
25, 26, and I worked at the warehouse.
Stop cheating
I
to the
never
camera every time.
have a Oh.
That's you pinch your nipples.
Hey, did you have sex at work, Joe?
Have I ever had sex at work? No.
I mean, I've had.
That's a no-no.
Oh.
Naughty.
Mhm.
You have?
So, yeah, after our podcast.
Oh.
Yeah. No, but it's a thing.
Very good. Allie, can you tell our listeners where they could find you?
You can follow me on Instagram and on TikTok at Ali Drapos, ALIDRAPOS.
I
you
can't
say
wait
that
until
again? 'Cause I
you're.
don't
She's
think-
gonna be the fun friend on a sitcom very soon. I know it.
fucking hope so.
I hope so,
My life
too.
is a fucking mess.
It's gonna happen.
Follow me at Ali Drapos.
Yeah, follow her on TikTok, Instagram. So TikTok, Tip Top.
You know why? 'Cause
Instagram,
you know why I
all
sing
that
about being
good
the
stuff.
top.
Good one,
Get
Jonah.
it on.
Jonah, where could they follow you?
Just
No one cares. You don't post on social media anyway, really. But no, go ahead. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's saying you don't post enough because when he lays down at night, he doesn't have anything new to look at.
how's it supposed to jerk off? Yeah. I don't need to say anything.
All right, cool.
Come on.
You can watch all
You're
my stand-up
special.
comedy on YouTube, youtube.com/Joe Kilgallon. And yeah, just keep supporting this podcast. Write a good review.
For all the people
Tell
that
your
watch
friends.
YouTube on their computers, not phones, you can go to youtube.com/Joe
I almost
Kilgallon.
said Instagram.com. And that-
Just
so glad I
type in
caught
Joe
myself.
Kilgallon on YouTube. You guys are the best. Thank you for listening. Tell
You
your
guys are
friends,
the
tell your mom,
best.
tell your dad. We love you. Cheers.
You can follow these melons too.
That's how you outro that.